Rafer Alston, also known as Skip to My Lou, Southside Jamaica Queen, and you watching Gully TV.
What's up, man?
You finally made this motherfucking trip. Finally made the trip. That's what's up. Got you in the building, man. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, man? They see you often, but this their first time seeing you in the physical.
Hey, yo, my name is Big O, B-I-G-O-O-H, Trenton, New Jersey, A&DC, a New Day Co-op. Now right here with the dribble, Gully TV, man. You know what I mean?
All right. We had a prior expedition through the city of Trenton where you took me through the project. What project was that?
Yeah, Wilson Homes, Roger Gardens, West Trenton, yeah.
Wilson Homes. Shout out to Wilson Homes. That joint still erected.
For sure.
No doubt. Shout out to the city, man.
For sure.
How's it going for you, man? Back then you was like in the process of establishing yourself, I believe. Now you very well known as the face of the city, but what has changed between now and the last time we got together? We was riding around.
Just grinding, man. Just continue to put the work in, making those relationships. You know, being more active, more music, more releases, putting some plans together, and just really planting my feet in the ground on the independent ground. You know what I mean? More important than anything, not really putting my career in nobody else's hands or relying on nobody else to really take me to the next level. So I mean, that's it, man. Just really grinding.
So you just solo independent artist at this point. That's what it is.
For sure. New Day Co-op is my brand, my production company. I always had it the whole time I was moving, but I'm just really solely into branding and putting that flag into the ground and standing on that foundation versus standing on anybody else's foundation, you know?
Right. In regards to you moving, you know, over there in that pocket in the Northeast region and shit, you started to attract some attention of some elder rap, I don't know, legends or whatever,
For sure.
you know what I'm saying, from New York City and shit. Why don't you go ahead and elaborate on, you had a couple of relationships. Elaborate on which one came into fruition first.
Fat Joe. I met Kiss first, but I met Fat Joe right after. I mean, Fat Joe started moving around. I met Joe in Miami at Cool and Dre Studio, like I was telling you in the interview. Me, OG Dave, my man Castro, we was down in Miami recording, and Joe walked into my session. And when he walked in, he was like, "Oh, you know, apologize for being there." I was like, "You good?" And he stepped out. I jumped up. OG will tell you, OG here. I jumped up and I was like, "Yo, Joe, can I holler at you?" And him and his man was kind of looking at me reluctant. I was like, "Yo, no disrespect. You know, you one of the legends in the game. I just wanted to play. You know, I know certain people who understand my music. You one of them. Come in the studio, play a couple songs for you." So I did that. Fast forward, and we started moving around. Started, you know, grinding, and people started seeing me with him and that type of thing.
Did you get a chance to do anything with him musically?
Yeah.
Features?
I haven't released it yet. Me, him, and DJ Drama got a record.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, produced by my man Big Young. Yeah.
How did it work out? Is it fire?
Super.
Yeah. How long you had it? What you holding it for?
I'm holding it for the bag because I got like a plan. You know what I mean? I got like a plan, so I just, like I be telling Ace, it's a method to my madness, man. I didn't want to just exhaust it, you know, just to throw it out there for the sake of throwing it out. That type of things right there, they call that intellectual property. You know what I mean? You can go get you some paper for
he's
that.
holding it for the bag.
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody, this mysterious bag, I gotta find me one.
Yeah, it's out there, man.
One of these joints, I hear a lot about these motherfuckers and shit.
All that, man. You gotta move it up, man. You know what I mean?
I gotta get the loot, man. I've been hearing a lot about this bag shit, man.
But you know, it's a lot of subsidiary companies, and you know, the truth of the matter is, people bite at affiliations. So when you go into these meetings in these offices and they see that you got these type of artists involved, that's money to them.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? They'll give you money for marketing, money for videos, promo runs, just based on that feature, as long as that artist is agreeing to let you use the record. You know what I mean? So that's why I didn't really just want to throw that out there. I knew what it was.
Right.
You know what I mean? This nigga crazy.
I seen a discussion earlier today that they said some artist, he tweeted, I guess he's prominent in the drill community. He said that it's over. He said it's the drill genre. He said that they shot their load and shit. What do you think?
Who said that?
I can't remember.
Oh, an artist said that.
Yeah, he said it on Twitter today.
So the drill is over?
He just said it's he's like, man, we shot our load and shit. He was telling other artists, younger cast that's coming in, like, you know what I mean, do you and shit like this right here. This shit shot like we didn't took it to where, you know.
I think with the drill music, man. I mean, let's start here. Let's be honest and start here. We all know the music business, the entertainment industry, all that shit is the devil. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, the reason why I say that is because they gravitate towards shit that's going to send you in certain directions. This is why religions tell you not to do music and against music, because music can be condescending, it can be hypnotizing, it can be persuasive, it can set certain tones. So you've seen the labels gravitate towards music that was talking about what? Killing, doing all this demonic dark shit and all this old weird shit.
Right.
And what that does is, it puts it out there to the children, and now they imitating art and they imitating what they see. Like if you go back, I've seen a discussion where they said like in the 90s the hip hop started, it was pro-black and people was wearing African medallions, and you're seeing the energy change, right? Because now I'm growing up as a kid and I remember seeing the old heads around my way, it was peace, God.
Yeah.
But that was what was in the music. That was what they was being seen, you know what I'm saying? Then it changed.
Yeah.
You start seeing niggas on the East Coast with Jerry curls and all kind of shit because, you know what I'm saying, you got Straight Outta Compton and different gangster rap elements, so people imitate art. I say all that to say with the drill music, people know that. They put the money behind that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, how many kids gotta die behind this shit for y'all y'all need to pull the plug on that shit. Yeah. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Right. Kids out here dying behind this shit, bro. Right. We live in a world where everything's about who's gonna go the furthest. Yeah. So now you got a trend where motherfuckers will go to a nigga headstone and violate their headstone, piss on their headstone, and I seen one where the headstone wasn't even there yet. You get the flag there. Yeah. People taking the flag out, riding around with it. Like where we from, they hang white sheets up for you when you get killed. You know what I'm saying? Nigga come to where you from and take your sheet down, bro. It's just the disrespect is just beyond. It's crazy, bro. And all that I believe comes from that music, that energy, that shit they pushing, man. Right. You know what I mean? Kids is impressionable. Right. You know what I mean? So they doing what they see. You know what I mean?
Speaking of the energy associated with music, a high-profile murder happened yesterday, I believe. Mm-hmm. Big Joke, that's Yo Gotti's brother. Right. What do you think about what's going on in Memphis right now?
I'm gonna keep it
that
real.
Shit right there. That's wild. That's all true. I was saying to myself, you see a lot of conflict online, niggas talking about what they gonna do to each other, but don't nobody want none of that.
That's wild. Like, hey yo, you know, with all due respect, I don't really know too much about the situation. I didn't really listen to a lot of Dog music, God bless him, while he was alive, but I got into him after it's sad, it's like that. I got into him after he passed, watching his interviews and just seeing the energy he was putting out, and I respected it. And it seemed like he was doing for a lot of people. So I don't know the details of their situation, but I know whatever it is, for a nigga to come to a repass and do that is serious. Yeah. You know what I mean? Prayers and condolences to everybody involved, man. And just, you know what I mean? Get up out of there, man. Yeah. I wouldn't be down that motherfucker.
Very serious.
I mean, it's a serious situation, bro.
I wouldn't have never thought that we would have like a front row seat to
that's
be
what
able
I'm
to
saying.
watch like that's a real war.
Phones out, right?
Yeah.
That's the world we live in now. The disrespect is just like at an all-time high. Man, laying out in the street, people filming that shit, posting that shit with no regard for children, family. It's a bad time, man. You know what I mean?
The other relationship that you developed in the industry was, of course, at D-Block. Mm-hmm. Can you elaborate on how your relationship developed with Jadakiss?
I met Jada a couple different times, right? So I met Jada one time at a show in CLA. I just met him, you know what I mean? Took a picture with him, and then I met him. A promoter brought him to Trenton, brought the locks to Trenton, and I met him again. And then him and Omillio did a song, and Omillio was shooting a video in New York with him at D-Block Old Studios. I rode up there with him, and I met him again. But I never, on all my encounters of meeting him, I never played him no music. Nobody ever introduced me to him. The last time I met him, Major Figures was working on a reunion album in Philly. And I was in the studio, and they was playing back a record that I just did a verse on. And Kiss came into the studio with Gully. And when he came in, my verse was playing, and he asked my man Bump. He was like, yo, who that? Bump was like, that's my man. Oh, he was like, that's you? And we met, you know what I mean? But I didn't get his number that night. After that, I did a feature with a guy from around my way named Castro called Regular Shit. And after I did the verse, he was like, yo, we want to get Kiss on it. And I reached out to my man Swerve from Newark. Swerve gave me Kid's number, got him on the record. Brought him back to the city, he hosted a party. And from there, our relationship kind of bloomed from that. So we had several encounters, but I never got to introduce myself, play no music. The final encounter I did, the relationship came from that.
So y'all did the joint, you and Castro?
Yeah, it's called Regular Shit. It's on the internet.
Check that joint out.
Yeah, we did it. We shot the video, and that was like the birth of me and his relationship. You know what I mean? He came to Trenton, came to the project, shot the video, and then came back down and hosted the release party.
Was this pre-pandemic?
Yep. This might have been, what, OG? 2017?
Right,
2018?
2018.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So, as time progressed, how did y'all relationship,
Organically, you know what I mean? Just staying in contact, texting, going back and forth. I don't think he followed me yet then. I think Cosmic Cav had posted one of my freestyles probably a couple months later on the gram, and then he followed me. You know, when I said when somebody follow you, they coming into your world. They really getting to see you as a person, what you into and all that.
Right.
So we just started staying in contact, texting back and forth. And then, I forgot how, but the So Raspy conversation came about. And then that was the next step.
And that was an imprint or a label?
So, I don't think he has distribution, but that's his label though. So, you know what I'm saying? So Raspy would be his label. You see at the beginning of all his videos and all that.
Right.
There used to be a website, I think, like where they would do like a This Is 50 type thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's his imprint though, yeah.
Was there other artists there?
Nino Man, Millie's. Nino Man, Millie's, D Jones. For the most part, I think that was it. I'm probably forgetting a couple people, but yeah, that was it.
What about Brillo? Was Brillo there?
Nah, Brillo from Connecticut?
Yeah.
I think Brillo's with D from Rough Riders.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I think him and Kiss is cousins though. They're like cousins or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, Brillo, my man. I know Brillo. That's my man.
No doubt. Okay, so did you sign documents?
No, we didn't sign no paperwork, but it was, at the end of the day, our word is all we got.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it wasn't no physical contract signed, but it was like, yo, this is what we doing. You one of the artists. We did shows where it was announced, and he announced it, and there was talks of like, going here to get distributed. You know what I mean? All that kind of shit. But I never signed like physical paperwork though.
The other day in my comments, somebody was saying something like maybe y'all had some y'all had some type of, I don't know, disconnect or acrimony. Maybe you did another interview.
Mm-hmm. I did an interview with Hip Hop Biggest Fan, and I did an interview with DJ Super and DJ Reds, and both interviews they were asking me Super and Reds was asking me was I still with So Raspy, and I said nah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? The Hip Hop's Biggest Fan was asking me about one of the records on my project that just dropped.
Yeah.
About Kiss, and that's how the dialogue started.
Okay, now I listened to this record a couple of times, and I was trying to get your angle on it. Mm-hmm. The objective of the song. Could you explain the message that you was trying to convey, or what you was expressing in the song?
Fat Wallow?
Yeah.
If you listen to the song starts off with Fat Boy SSC talking in the beginning. The song ends with Wallow. That's why I called it Fat Wallow. Mm-hmm. It was basically just saying, like, I felt like the love I was showing wasn't reciprocated, but it's cool because I'm going to keep pushing.
Right.
In a nutshell, to sum it all up, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's basically what it was saying. Like I said, and like I told my pop last night, my pop asked me about it. I said, it's not a diss song, because one thing about it, I'm a grown man. I ain't no kid in front of a camera. I ain't clout chasing. I ain't doing shit for views and likes and all that shit. It's just the facts. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And a lot of times, when we put, these people in high regard, and we put legend in front of their name, which they are, for the skill set, at the same time, we still human. Legends can be wrong too, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I felt like I was handled in the wrong manner, you know what I mean? And I addressed it.
Did y'all do this So Raspy? Did y'all do compilation shows, or did you perform with him?
Yeah. So Shyheim Reed had something on Twitch where like Jim Jones had his artist, Busta Rhymes had his artist, Jada had his artist, and we performed there. And like, you know, every time he had a show or something, I would pull up type of thing, you know what I mean? Always be with him. Always go around their way in Yonkers and be out there. Like probably like what do you think? OG, like 3-4 years straight.
Yeah.
And we don't realize the time flying by. Time fly by so fast.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
it was 4 years that fast, maybe even 5 now.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So did of course you. This is my thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
If y'all didn't sign any documents,
Talk to me.
how can you technically expect some type of monetary situation or
Okay, so
favor? I mean, if you didn't actually sign a document.
I'll tell you how. Because we men, and all we got is our word. So if I come to you, if you come to me and you say, "Oh, I'm about to start the Dribble Records. I want you to be my first artist. I'm gonna get distribution."
Okay, that's what I needed you to say.
I'm gonna
Hold
get,
on.
Yeah,
Y'all had that conversation?
absolutely, many a times.
He said that to you?
Many a times.
He said you was going to be the first
He
artist?
said not the first artist, but you know, I want you to be one of the artists to wave the flag. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He would comment under my post, So Raspy.
Right.
I got him on the intro of my tapes. Like, yo, So Raspy, big the chain coming, bro.
Right.
Such and such is our year and all that. So it wasn't like me just running with it.
Yeah.
And the thing about business, contract is just the final part of it.
Yeah.
The final part of the agreement. The initial agreement still has to be made. Now, don't get me wrong. The contract holds you to a standard legally because it's business.
Yeah.
But where we come from, you know where we come from. We had the conversation and we agreed on something. So we locked in.
Right.
In my eyes, that's how I hold it up. You know what I'm saying? If you say, yo, I'm starting to dribble entertainment, I need you to rock with me. Me and you talk right now, and I say, all right, but it's on.
Right.
The contract is going to finalize in detail what we already talked about. Let the lawyers go back and forth and work the particulars out.
Okay.
We already agreed that I was rocking with you. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Did you do any type
and it wasn't about expecting nothing.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Did you do any type of other work at So Raspy besides just performing and shit?
As far as?
I don't know, artist work or anything like that? Writing, anything? Song, you know? How many records did you end up having with him, with Jadakiss?
This is the funny part. The only record I got with him is the initial feature that blossomed the relationship.
With you and the boy
Castro, called Regular Shit.
Over 3 years? Did he support that record? Like, you know, did he fuck with it?
He said he fucked with it, yeah.
Okay.
But what I'm telling you is this, right? And if I'm wrong, I stand corrected. I don't got no problem with that. If I'm your artist, right, and we seeking to build, I never asked Jadakiss for $1. Never asked Fat Joe for $1. Ain't even my style. I'm not coming around you niggas asking you niggas for money. I'm not coming around you niggas to be another dependent. I know you niggas got kids, got families, got different things y'all taking care of. I respect all that. Give me the work so I can go bust the trap. In other words, what I'm saying is, put the verse on this joint, bro. I'm going to go get the money and bring it back to the table. I'm a hustler, bro.
Right.
I'm not asking you to do nothing for me. I'm asking you to, if you saying that I'm your artist and I'm with you, then you should be doing records so I can go create a situation to get some money. And
So
then come back to
over
the
3 years, no motion happened?
No records. I sent them multiple records. Verses open.
Yeah.
No records.
Nothing? And you continued to be around him?
I
mean, like, you didn't feel that, like, my nigga, what's up? Like,
nah, but see, you gotta understand this. For the first year, I played my part.
right.
We filling each other out. We getting to know each other. Everything is a process.
Protocol.
I'm not going into things, and there's artists around that was around before me.
Right.
So I'm not going into things assuming nothing, expecting nothing.
Right.
I'm playing my part. We filling each other out. I'm getting acclimated in my role. I'm getting people familiar with seeing me, getting people familiar with my energy. Now it's time to work now, year 2.5, two come around. What's the game plan? And me and other artists, we used to talk like, yo, what's the game plan? But we didn't really know how to go about the conversation with them because it was, you know, it was like it would come up, but it would be like a, yo, I'm gonna bust a move for us, bro, just sit tight type of thing.
Right. So did you work with the other So Raspy artists on your own? Was y'all able to work
Me
together?
and D Jones did a couple songs together. Yeah, I met Needle Man, I met Millie's, but we never did no music together.
Okay. So You said 3 years?
It might have been more than that.
So it's about 5 now.
What's up? What's up? This is Royce the 5'9", and right now you checking out the notorious Gully TV. Don't go nowhere.